Did anybody else watch NXT? Because I thought Tim was going to be here when we were covering this part. Did anybody else watch NXT War Games?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it
I
again?
did. We have a wrestling podcast, Jim.
What do you
Give us
think
some
this
fucking
is?
credit, dude.
I mean,
What the hell?
Ryan, wasn't Shaq? No, LeBron James was one of your wrestlers of the week the other week. Adnan Virk has been one of your wrestlers of the week.
And Adnan Virk had the best wrestling week there because he didn't have to watch Raw that week. Dude, I was right.
So why hasn't
And
he been
LeBron
your
James
wrestler of the week?
has thrown some of the tightest elbows I've seen in combat sport that week.
Right,
because
but
I
It wasn't
watched
an elbow. It was a closed fist, wasn't it?
It was an elbow. It was
I
on the
didn't
it was on the rebound on the free throw line. It was an elbow.
all right, well let's talk about War Games. I didn't know if everybody had watched it.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. Just
What was it again? War Games.
there.
There it was.
War Games! War Games! War Games! War Games!
I get in trouble
Tim were here.
if I do it myself.
I wish Tim was here.
Is there a match? What was your guys' match of the night? Why don't we do it that way?
It's a good question, Jim.
Well, then I'm going to go to you first, Ryan.
Can you run down the matches in case somebody listening has not watched the
Yes.
show, though?
Why don't I do that? So your opening match was the Women's War Games match. Cora Jade, Io Shirai, Kaylee Ray, and Raquel Gonzalez defeated Dakota Kai and Toxic Attraction in
remember that
31
match.
minutes 22 seconds. Imperium successfully defended the NXT Tag Team titles against Kyle O'Reilly and Jeep Wagoneer.
I'm really glad the Jeep Wagoneer thing stuck.
Yes, that
Of any contribution I've ever had to this show, if that's it, I'm okay. And all like the on my hands and knees bullshit too. I'd have to be on my hands and knees and just take it.
Cameron Grimes defeated Duke Hudson in a hair versus hair match. Roderick Strong successfully defended the NXT Cruiserweight Championship against Joe Gacy in what was the shortest match of the night, 8 minutes, 27 seconds. And in the men's War Games match, Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, and Tony D'Angelo, Team New Class, defeated Team Black and Gold, Johnny Gargano, LA Knight, Pete Dunne, and Tommaso Ciampa.
Tomato chips!
38 minutes, 11 seconds. So, Ryan, what
I'm
was
glad you brought it up now again.
your match of the night?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't that awful hair versus hair match. That was garbage.
That
Did
wasn't
not
great.
enjoy. The ladies' war game, I thought the ladies really brought it. One of the ladies in the match. Yep,
War
I did that.
Games! War Games! War Games!
Really had a kind of a coming out party, if you will. She made my my wrestler of the week list because I was so intently watching. I was able to put her on. My favorite match of the night would probably have to be the tag team match: Imperium versus Kyle O'Reilly and Jeep Wagoneer Sport. Imperium's fun to watch. They're really fun. Fabian Eigner's a strong fella. Him and Bartel, I think you have a really good speed and strength combination there. Imperium, I think, was the stars of the night. I enjoyed. I mean, obviously 2.0 winning at the end of the night might have been a little bit bigger, but I'll say Imperium.
Okay. Intern Mark, what was yours?
Hi, boys. Can you run down the matches again, Jim, in case I didn't see it?
No, I can't.
All right, I did
No.
see it.
Hell no!
I got to go with the match of the night. Now, there were some pretty good ones there. But I got to go with the men's War Games, even though I'm not particularly happy about the outcome.
War Games! War Games! War Games! War Games!
Can we just get through this without saying that again? Okay. This is a wrestling podcast here.
Jim, you can see when folks enter to come on here, correct? Or is Tim
Is
calling?
Tim backstage? Where's
Oh.
Tim?
I don't think he's called.
So if
He said he would call.
I thought he
I don't
meant
know how that really works.
I thought he meant he was just gonna jump
either
on.
way, when he jumps on and we see his face,
Mhm.
I just want you to and I want to put this in already, but pause it. Shane McMahon. The moment he shows up,
The long one.
the longest one you can
That's a-
do.
That's gonna be
I
a
want
great
it
welcome.
playing when you bring him in and he only gets audio in case he's driving. He might
I
have.
mean, you can tell us when he's coming in, right? Like you have to let him into the room. So when he's coming in, give someone the heads up, and that person can say,
Has he been
And-
invited to come?
I mean, I haven't invited him to come yet, but
Got it.
let's see.
I hear him.
I hear
Kirby.
I hear Kirby. Based on my shirt, my Santa and Ryan, Mark, and Matt, his ho ho hos. Sure.
Oh, Jason, it
we'll
says
go with
who?
that.
There's a little W there.
Yeah.
Who?
You say ho hos around Jimmy, he thinks of that delicious chocolate treat.
Oh, so good.
Delicious is a stretch.
Yeah, it's a fucking stretch.
Yeah. Yeah. That is not our. Although I would love to be able to pay. Actually, I would not, because if you would make that our hotline every time some jackass watched that one of the old like wrestling shows on what is not the WWE network anymore, then we would get people calling in just all the time.
And that's why Shane McMahon has to be on the list.
Best in the world.
You can just stop it now.
Or just pause it and then play it again when he comes back on.
I can't pause it. It could either stop or
Just stop it then.
I don't want to. I can't stop it.
You can stop it. And before he comes back, just start playing again and have him come back, because you can let him in, right?
I can let him in.
Yes.
Should I try letting him in again?
Well, hold on. Start playing it.
He was invited to come.
The best.
If you just let it go, Tim, it'll soon be over.
Tim, I'm glad you came.
Ryan's been on his hands and knees this whole time, just trying to take it.
Like I tell my wife, it's going to be over soon. Just let me get through this.
This is my favorite bit in the whole show.
Shane McMahon.
Boy, I'm still waiting for the Oh, Jim did let the dog
Shane McMahon.
Is that what you're waiting for?
I'm still waiting for that to wrap up the Greg Hamilton stuff.
I mean, I have literally like 4 Shane clips on the board.
Jason finally checks out this show, and we play a 3.5-minute version of a guy saying Shane McMahon.
And you could literally just delete
Sorry,
all of
Jason.
them for Christmas. That would be great.
Well, we need at some
Hey,
point we're
Tim,
going to do a
Kevin's been
segment
missing you.
where we clean up the board and maybe
I would lay down my life for that segment. The moment that segment's off the board, Ryan's off the show.
Bye.
That is a goddamn guarantee.
Oh, come on. We can't lose Ryan.
That quick. Look,
Oh no. Well, he is a sausage guy after all.
I
I'm a
am. Look at
sausage
that
guy.
sausage pizza. Look how good that. Oh, it vibrates when I talk. Vibrating sausage pizza. Oing, 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 oing.
So
There it is.
we got Romas tonight, Ryan, for
I
dinner.
love Romas. Very
When
tasty.
when I called them, I
Romas.
said, you better make it good. I know Miller.
Miller.
And they made it perfectly. The pizzas
Miller.
How
were
about I make a good
perfect.
pizza? That's what he says when I walk in. Poor guy.
they didn't want to disappoint you.
Miller.
Tim, it's good that you're here. You have missed absolutely nothing on this show.
Oh, I know exactly what show I participated on Thursdays. So I'm guessing so far we talked a little bit about how Jericho won both belts today.
Yep.
Or have
yep,
we even?
we did hit that.
Okay.
I tuned that segment out. Yeah.
Yeah, Jericho did something today 20 years ago that he
Oh.
rode through the rest of his effing life. Imagine doing something great once and living that for 20 years.
I didn't know that the good end of shitty pizza was Little Caesars. Like I thought the good end of shitty pizza was Domino's.
Little Caesars is the best cheap pizza.
Ooh, boy, it's been years since I've had it.
I'll say it's been a while. I might have to revisit it.
I know they
Yeah.
put Munster cheese
You
in their
can
cheese.
literally walk in and grab a whole pepperoni pizza for $5.
Okay, that's not true anymore. It can't be.
It
$5.
is.
It's still $5.
And I think for like
That should tell you something.
that it's really good for the price.
Yeah, but you can get a medium 2-topping pizza at Domino's for $6.
Yeah, but I don't want to wait for it.
I also don't want to go get pizza. I want it brought into me, or
Well,
I'm going
if
to get
I'm
parlor
going
pizza.
to get pizza, I'm getting like
I'm going to
real
Dona
pizza.
Rosa or Roma or something. Right.
Every pizza is real pizza. Why are you out here eating imaginary pizza, Big Jim?
You know what? Shane McMahon again.
Nope, doesn't
you
count.
can't
That's a
do
here
it
comes the
yet.
money. That is a here comes the money. I know this game.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Those are the rules.
You get one.
Them are the rules.
You get one Shane. You get multiple of the other ones.
So that's
Mike-
literally all we've covered,
Cool.
and we just got done talking a little bit about war games,
Nice.
and that's it.
War games.
What was it?
War games. War games. War games.
We didn't even get done that because Mark had just given his match of the night, and I was about to air a grievance before that segment because Mark
But Mark
said he was
said
disappointed
WG.
with the finish of the match that he said was match of the night, yet he still made the winner his wrestler of the
Like-
week. There
like
is
it
zero
makes
continuity.
What was the big deal?
That doesn't
mean-
make any fucking sense.
between
What is
that,
going on with-
between that and the Dominic the Christmas Donkey controversy that's come up
Oh,
on social
lots of
media.
I'm
controversy
airing
there.
some
Yeah,
grievances
Mark,
towards
I'm
Mark.
hurt.
Lots.
Mark, let me ask you. Let's be honest
Do
here.
you guys see me? Because I can't see anybody.
Yes.
Oh, the only
can't
person
see
I
you
can
fine.
see is
You're doing a
everybody
great
else is a
job.
black screen.
Have you
Everybody
Oh,
went black
Lord.
since Tim came on.
actually watched
It's just-
any
all I can see
wrestling
is
this
Tim,
week?
and everybody else is black. Oh yeah, I did. I watched
Did you
at
actually
NXT
watch War Games?
2.0.
You watched
I
it.
did.
War games. War games. War games.
He did go on a tangent in the group chat about NXT, so that led me to believe he did actually watch it.
Didn't we also grandfather in the rule that when we're talking about the event, we don't have to hit the button every time we say the game thing?
I thought that was just for last week.
Oh man.
I could agree to that again.
So I'm not going to play it anymore.
If
Yeah, then I
if
did, but-
WG comes up, you can't play WG.
While we're
Game
talking
Wars,
about
Game Wars is on the table.
oh my god.
Games. War games. War games. War games.
Tim, I totally forgot to ask you.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm great. I just spent $700 on tires.
Mark, you were right. He is tired.
I could be
Yeah.
so lucky.
I know, right?
I
I'm
knew it.
preparing.
He's re-
I'm preparing for a huge trip to.
Did you just get new
the
tires,
Flow
or did
Rider.
you get a rib job too?
Yo, mark that down. I want that on the soundboard next week.
Nah, that's not a good sound job. Sound job.
I'm good.
Those both are.
Life is good, man. No complaints. I'm just preparing. This time next week will be the last day I'm in Maryland before I make the nice long trek to Florida for a week.
You're going to Florida.
I'm going to Florida. Yes.
Jeez,
And I'm listening to every song of Florida on the way on repeat.
Tim, you are a
Now,
wild
Mark,
one.
when you made your screen black, did that bring all of our screens up? Are you figuring this out?
No, I
that's
have no
a
idea what
good
happened.
drop, Mike.
Tim came on and The,
Can you
I can
please
see
stop
Tim.
saying that I made everyone black? Can you just not?
Yeah, that's
Everybody
not.
else, I can see you as plain as day.
That's something that your next door neighbor would say. Oh, what's his name?
Oh, hillbilly.
Oh, Hillbilly would say
He
that.
doesn't have a racist bone in his body.
Every time you come around, everything else turns black. What? Tarnation. Everything went
It's
black.
dry. Everything went black. I can't see anybody. It's too dry. I just see Tim, and it's good to see you, Tim.
I
I
good
mean,
to
it's
be
just you and me
seen.
tonight.
No, everybody else is here. I see them.
I can't
So
see him anymore.
what if I
It's
turn
black
off my
screen.
camera and then turn it back on? Did that work, Mark?
I'm not playing that game.
No, but you're.
I don't know why we're
I've
spending
turned
so
mine
much
off
time
and
on this.
it
Mark's
didn't do
internet's
anything.
gonna shit out in about 10 minutes, and he's
And
gonna
then
pop
when he
out
rejoins, he'll be fine.
and jump back in. Anyway, so
Well, I can't.
Oh, there's Kevin Nash.
I can't see any of you guys but Tim.
It's
too dry.
Interesting. Cool.
that's right. You'll be down in the Take 3 guys. Next
Yeah, I don't know how close I'll be, but if I gotta
Where
figure out,
Where in Florida are you going?
I'm gonna be outside of Tampa.
Oh, so Northwest.
Oh,
Florida.
I think they're more Orlando-ish.
I might be. There's a possibility I might be in Orlando for a day.
There you go. Visit the boys. All right. So Ryan, you gave your match tonight. Mark gave his, and it made no fucking sense. Matt,
Braun
what was
Breaker.
your match of the night?
The women's WG was my match of the
Well, I
night.
can't play it any. You can say the word.
You can say it. Just in case, though, it's a good call
Just
to
not
not.
going to.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I'm not
Just
falling
the
for your
WG.
tricks.
So what part
It's
of
one
Io?
Jim-
So what part of Io Shirai Medicine Woman did you like the best?
Oh, what are you so salty about, Tim?
Damn.
Really?
It's not salt. I'm just saying.
cut the guy's hair.
Hey guys, we got medical professionals here. Give me a second. I'm gonna put my foot on her body and I'm gonna pull her arm, and she's then not gonna still be able to use her arm for the rest of the night.
Makes
Well,
sense.
yeah, I mean I mean, isn't that how you do that? Like, I shouldn't try that if my wife hurts her shoulder. Is that what you're saying?
No, you shouldn't. You should call medical professionals, especially if they're right there.
Well, that's
Speaking of medical professionals, Mark, isn't your daughter like a real nurse? Is that how you would fix a shoulder? You should have like some.
See,
Fuck was that?
I have some idea. She was just here. She just stopped in for a minute. Now she left, but
Shucks.
I don't have a whole lot of medical training, but I did read through some of her medical books over the last few years, and
Smart.
that's pretty close to accurate. You, with both hands, if you can, you grab the person who is injured or suspected with an injury, and you yank on that a little bit, Tim, and that kind of it puts things back in place, is what the medical book said. Quote, puts things back in place.
There's medical books from
I know it
1782.
sounds a little.
And
Well,
if that doesn't work, do you just spit in both hands, rub your hands vigorously together, and then place your hot hands on the Okay,
And if that doesn't
That's,
work, you cut it off because
sounds
of
like you've been-
gangrene setting in.
that's very true.
gangrene sets in.
Well, here we
You
go.
hate to see that happen.
Here's some breaking news. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com.
Oh no.
Oh, this ain't good.
Johnny Gargano will leave WWE and is set to become a free agent at midnight, as he and WWE did not extend his contract. WWE made several efforts to re-sign him, but he is free agent come midnight tonight.
Huh.
Like, no questions asked, can do whatever the heck he wants.
I mean, it's what it sounds like. Like a
Okay,
week
sure.
or so ago-ish, it was reported that he extended for a week to get through War Games. So
That's awesome, dude. I don't think Johnny signs anywhere.
yeah, I don't know. I don't.
I think Johnny goes and plays a little bit in AEW, and again, not signing either, and shows up and wrestles at the Royal Rumble.
See, especially with the angle that they did on NXT for him to leave, that looked so much like, oh, I'm leaving, but I'll be back in like 3 months because I can't let Grayson Waller beat me up.
Didn't Dean Ambrose get beat up on the way out though?
I don't remember who beat him up.
You ain't gonna remember Grayson Waller in a week.
I'm surprised I remember Grayson Waller today.
That's fair.
I
That's a
don't
real good
know who
point.
Grayson Waller is.
He's not Duke Hudson.
I have no idea who that is.
Isn't there like a country singer Waller that like dropped the N-word a bunch of times and everybody like blacklisted him?
That's a good
I
question.
thought that's who that guy was. It is not. It's apparently a different Waller.
Different Waller.
Grayson Waller.
I forgot what I was gonna
I
say.
still can't see it.
Dude, you don't have to see it. You just got to feel it.
I can't feel it, and I can't see it. I guess I'll just get on my hands and knees now and take it.
Devin says I think he's gonna take a break. Yeah, because isn't Candace?
Oh well, if that's what Devin thinks. Yeah, everybody. Oh yeah, that's right.
February.
Okay.
Yeah,
Candace is with child.
that's
Yeah, Candace
Raiders
is,
tight end Darren Waller, not to be confused with Grayson Waller.
No, maybe that's who it was.
Was it Darren Norwood, Ryan, that you were thinking of, the country artist?
No, it was Morgan Wallen, Wallen, Wallen.
So close.
He was the one. He was like, "Well, I sing country music. I could say the N-word." That's not how it works. Although the country music crowd pretty much embraced that.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Toby Keith's like, "Boy, do I have an opening spot for you."
All right, so Tim, what was your match of the night for War Games?
Imperium versus,
Yes, sir.
I forget the team that they fought.
Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly and Jeep Wagoneer. Yes. Strictly for the fact that Fabian Eichner is that dude.
Yeah, he
You want to talk about NXT 2.0? Cesaro needs to watch his ass because they've got a bargain basement Sam's Choice Cesaro in NXT just waiting for him to be unhappy.
Come Tuesday?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, I would probably give my match of the night to the tag match as well.
The tag match was good for no reason, Jim.
Yeah, I mean,
It needed to be good.
I enjoyed the War Games matches, but like they're War Games matches. Like I feel like all that, like they're gonna be good. I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of them. They can only disappoint me. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that tag match was just awesome. My loving wife was very disappointed that Walter was not a part of Imperium, though. Although when the music hit, she goes, "Wait, this is Walter's group, right?" Like she was like,
She's
like,
learning.
and I was like, "Yes, it is." She goes, "Is he
Clever
wrestling?"
girl.
it is learning.
And I went, "No," and she goes, "Oh."
You didn't get to wrestle that night either, Jim.
No, I certainly did not. I
Oh,
love
Lord.
Every Tuesday.
Oh, Wheezy's over
Come
here.
Tuesday?
And the cruiserweight match was literally just on the card. Like it was literally just kind of there.
Yeah, that kind of disappointed me more than I thought it would. That's a shame. Harlan wrestles this week, though. I think was his debut. Maybe it's next week.
Every
I don't
time,
fucking
Charlie.
know.
Every single time.
I do want to give the fans a shout out. I thought the crowd was pretty good, especially the crowd in the men's War Game match when they were chanting "Black and Gold," because I don't think even the crowd there likes NXT 2.0. There was like a sustained "Black and Gold" chant for like 2 minutes during that match.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was kind of like the send off for what NXT, like it was the true send off for what like NXT used to be, like the curtain call kind of stuff, and after
like I beg the WWE fans and the fans of NXT to just stop watching. just stop watching it, and they will realize the error of their way. Like, we can control this, I think, as fans, to say, you know what? No, Morgan, whatever his fucking name was. Shit. What was the guy with the Italian
Freeman.
dude with the gabagool?
Oh,
Like,
Tony Mama Luke.
Tony Marmaluke.
Tony Soprano.
We don't need
It's
Tony
not.
Luke again.
It's not an acceptable
Mozzarella?
replacement for Johnny
Tony
Gargano.
D'Angelo.
I think we as fans can say that and
Let's
make
hope.
a difference here.
I
It's
mean,
time we do something.
It's time we do thank you, Mark. And then we can
Uh,
all
We gotta do
tag
something, Smokey.
Booty Meet the
We
Ball.
can't sit here and rest on our laurels.
Laurels cannot be rested
Charlie
upon.
says he begs him to take bigger
No.
shows out of that building.
That building's not even bigger shows.
Yeah,
There's not gonna be bigger shows anymore.
right.
It's gonna be the Braun Breaker
Nobody
show.
wants to see NXT 2.0.
Huh?
Braun
Like,
Breaker.
I mean, what they're not going to sell out, a 10,000 seat arena, man. Like, they're not going to sell out a 5,000 seat.
Not
We've all
with
gone
that.
to see NXT, correct? All of us? Maybe Mark, were you at that one show? I don't remember.
Mighty Casey.
We've
I think we've always
you and I,
enjoyed
Ryan,
that.
have gone to 2, and I know Matt and Tim came with us to one of them.
I went to 2 in Upper Darby as well, Tower
Like, do
Theater.
you have any interest if they toured this brand to even see this brand wrestle?
No.
Any interest at all?
No.
I mean, I really don't.
I wish I did.
Like,
I mean, and those vignettes. Let's talk about the vignettes.
The vignettes.
Like, I don't want to
or
give the
commercial?
vignettes a pass.
Please.
Or the
Because
commercial.
spoiler
What were
alert,
they?
I'm going to talk about the
Don't.
commercial later.
We're calling them commercials.
No, I'm
What were they selling?
lamenting.
I'd rather
People?
buy a My Pillow from a commercial than what the
Yeah,
fuck
I
NXT
wouldn't go-
2.0
I
was
wouldn't go
selling.
that far.
I have a question in
Now
regards to
Smokey's
My
lying.
Pillow. Has anyone seen the infomercial for the My Trumpy Bear?
No.
I've never heard of this thing.
Okay,
Loan of $1 million.
I wish this were a fever dream. So,
The Trumpy Bear.
Trumpy Bear.
Okay, you're being a little rude.
No, I'm not. This is so real. I saw it when I was in West Virginia, and then it followed me to Maryland.
Well,
This
of course,
explains it.
of course, it was.
It is an infomercial that takes place like at 11 p.m. on Comedy Central, but it has a
Okay,
phone
let's hear
number
that.
and a website. No, this has a phone number and a website and an actual place to order. It's 3 payments of $19.99.
3 easy payments, Tim.
Yes, they're so easy.
There it is.
The easiest of payments.
Let's see if it uploads here. I can post.
Hey, as
a
an
picture
added
of it.
bonus. Hey, there he is.
It's the
If
most
you act now, you
ridiculous
get an added
thing.
That
bonus
is-
with a Jersey flag themed blanket.
That's for goddamn ridiculous.
Show
I'm
your
telling
patriotism.
Trumpy Bear.
you. Trumpy Bear.
Now, why
Yeah.
can I see Trumpy Bear, but I can't see anybody else other than Tim?
Oh my God.
Trumpy Bear popped up on my screen.
Devin says no about seeing them live. Charlie says not saying tour, but take Halloween Havoc out of the building or War Games out of the building. But why? Why? You literally
At
pay
this point,
nothing.
no use.
Wow.
for that building
Wow.
or whatever your mortgage is.
Wow.
Hey, come on that website. Trumpy Bear ships from Dallas, Texas. It's actually
That's
from the Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
Oh God.
Don't be rude.
Make payments
Let's-
to Jerry Joe. What the hell?
Nice.
Weird.
Merchandising.
It would be nice if they had a certificate. I'd like a certificate of authenticity. Tell me that I can confirm that I own the America's First Trumpy Bear. I'm not buying it unless I can get that. Oh, wait a minute. There is a certificate of authenticity that confirms
Look at
you own
that.
the American First Trumpy Bear.
How fast is shipping? The 3 CT Christmas parties this weekend, right?
But yeah, I don't necessarily see the point of taking it out of that building. It's NXT's Impact Zone, right? I mean, like that's the best way to describe the Performance Center. The
Impact Zone is greater than or equal to the Performance Center now.
So and it's again, it's developmental brand. Like I know that NXT was something greater for the last 6 years or whatever it was, but it's not that anymore. It is just a very different it's just a very different it's just a very different thing now. And so I don't know why you spend the money to the Ho-Ho Center.
Yes. So Big Mike had the genius idea to put a brand on the Capitol Wrestling Center so we can stop calling it like the Performance Center or whatever. So he was like, call it the Ho-Ho Center.
I like the CWC. I thought that looked great.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't even care if you continued to call the Performance Center now the Capitol Wrestling Center. Like, you spend what I assume is some ridiculous amount of money on getting that logo created. Oh no, it probably had unpaid interns make it, so never mind. Speaking of unpaid interns, Mark, can you see us still? No? Okay.
No.
Let's give a grade for
I'm watching the infomercial for the I'm watching the Trumpy Bear commercial. It's unreal.
It is a fever dream.
I can't believe that's a real thing.
Mark, not to pull you away from Trumpy Bear, but do you have a grade for NXT War Games? Do I have to? He says.
Well,
let's talk about it, Mark.
Let me think here. I would probably give it a B.
Okay.
I'd give it a B. I mean, I was entertained, but it wasn't. I went in with low expectations because of the what they.
I was entertained, but I wasn't happy about it.
I was entertained, but I begrudgingly was entertained.
Ryan, do you have a grade for War Games?
Yeah, I'll slide down a little bit lower. I'll go a B minus, like just over an 80%, like 80.5.
Okay. Charlie.
So
says,
you better watch it. It's almost a C plus.
Devin says C. Matt, do you have a grade?
I'll go C plus.
I can't see what Devin said.
It's on the cusp. It was a better than average show, but it wasn't good.
Okay. Tim.
Big C.
Okay.
Okay. You and Devin are on the same page again. I like that.
No, just this is accidental.
I like that. Who beat you in your picks this week?
Everyone,
by the way?
Literally everyone, because I forgot to put them in. So actually, I didn't forget to put them in. I forgot to put them in a reasonable amount of time.
That's fair.
Because I was ready to put them in at 7:30, but the cutoff had happened. So I was just like, F it. You can't beat me if I don't play, according to Matt and Mark. So
that's a fair point.
Have
I said that?
Had time.
You did say that.
Oh, fair enough.
Devin said he thought the Cruiserweight Championship match should have been better. I think we all probably did.
Welcome to the winning side, Tim.
Winners win, baby.
I'll give it about a C plus as well. I mean, when two of your 5 matches are not very good, it's hard to give you much better than basically average show. I can hear Kirby. So before we do the break, let's get to this.
Since John Moxley and Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. These 5 guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. Come Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.
All right, week number 35 in our wrestler of the week. And
has it been that long?
It has been that long.
How many?
35. Yeah. Does anybody want to kick us off with their Tim, go ahead.
Bing bong Braun Breaker number 1. Ask Joe Byron. It's absolute Joe Byron.
That's probably what Hillbilly calls him.
If y'all were on TikTok,
right.
y'all know who Joe Byron is.
Who's the president? Byron.
Byron.
Oh, I have
Really?
seen that video.
Yeah, Joe Byron.
What would you say to Byron right now?
I don't.
What's up, baby?
What's
Meet
up,
me out for
baby?
dinner.
Number 2, in the face of adversity and a broken arm, kind of Cora Jade, notwithstanding a victory over the one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions in a War Games match is nothing to sneeze at. Last but certainly not least, is going to be CM Punk for a fantastic promo, way to keep carrying that low life MJF through the doldrums of the island of obscurity, so to speak. So that's
You do not like the.
I don't care. I don't think he's that.
He's a heel. You're not supposed to like him.
For a guy who likes to say things are mid, he is the most middiest mid I've ever mid.
He's a heel.
There's Charlie's 3. Braun, Gigi, and Fabian are his 3.
Fabio.
Do you think they named him
Fabio.
Braun Breaker? Just another way to spell like Braun, because they just lost Braun Strowman.
His name is
Braun.
Yeah.
His name is Bronson Rick Steiner. So they just took
You
the
think they
first
just-
part.
I think that's what they did.
Yeah, that's what they did.
All right, I don't believe. And he breaks things. That's why it's
Braun
Breaker.
Well, he
Like
just had
Braun being like a big buff strong thing. He breaks Braun Breaker.
buff strong thing. Yes. No, I think
he
it
said
was
he
just
named himself.
he
He
named
gave himself that name.
He apparently.
No, I fucking quit.
Right.
I mean,
Ryan's
You
done.
can
I
pick
can see a
anything,
pizza,
and you
but I
go
can't see
Braun
Smith.
Break. No, I'm back. You go Braun Break. You can pick anything in the world.
you
and
are
you
a
go
Steiner.
Braun Breaker.
You're an
Watch how you
actual
talk
Steiner.
about Mark's Wrestler of the Week there, Ryan.
You're an actual Steiner,
That's right.
and you don't you just don't think to go, hey, yo, Braun Steiner, dude.
Right. You
Braun
go
Steiner.
Braun Breaker because I break things. I get the fuck out of here. If this
Yeah.
is what the new NXT 2.0 is, you can name yourself.
Anything.
That's ridiculous.
What's your NXT 2.0
Oh,
name?
my name
Next
would be
week on 3 Count
Rye
Thursday.
Smasher. Ah!
That's a
Cut my
great,
first name in half.
that's a great question of the week.
Because I eat smashed potatoes, so Ryan Smasher.
Rye Smasher. Get the fuck out of here.
Make a more
I like
ridiculous
Smoky
name.
I hate it so much.
Yeah, I like that one.
Smoky Smasher.
Anybody who wants to go next?
I
I'll
can go
next.
next.
Oh, Tim can go next. Matt can go next.
Go ahead.
Tim can go next.
Go ahead.
Matt.
All right, so I'll start at number 3, the NXT War Games performance by Cora Jade. I felt was worthy enough to get her into that top 3. Number 2, for their win and retaining of the NWA Tag Team Championship, I had the Hex. They retained those titles at Hard Times 2. I watched other wrestling. And then number 1, I had Matt Cardona and Eddie Edwards for 2 reasons. 1, because I am dead set on keeping Matt Cardona in the top 5 for this Wrestler of the Week. And 2, for his tag team win, he is set up now for a title shot against Moose. Big deal in the Impact Zone.
And he showed up at the end of Hard Times.
And he didn't have to watch WWE. So by that logic,
by Ryan Project.
He's not wrong.
Charlie says he thinks one of the dirt sheet guys said the name Steiner is owned by Scott, and Scott won't let the E use the name. So spell Steiner differently. Like, do you think
take out the E?
They did, and it's pronounced Breaker.
Take out the EI and put in a Y.
Right? Like, I mean, there's multiple ways you could spell it. And even then you could say it pronounces differently. Anybody want to go
Steiner.
next? Right?
Ridiculous. I'll go next.
Nice.
We'll do it this way. Cora Jade, I think, had a coming out party. Great to see her. She had a great match there in the ladies WG game match. So yeah, she's on number 3. Liv Morgan, I thought, had a fantastic match against Two Bell Bex. What is she calling her? Bex with the X. I don't fucking know what she's
Big
nicknamed
time
right now.
Bex.
Big Time Bex or something like that. Right. I actually watched a little bit of Raw, so I saw
Big
that
time
match.
Bex.
That was a fun match. Thank you.
Big time Bex.
I appreciate that. It was super helpful. And number one, Jim, last week said, Ryan, it's hard to find independent guys when you put independent guys on the list. And that was all I needed to continue my trend of putting an independent wrestler number one on my list. Number one, Johnny Lawless, the new CWF champion, based out of Rockwell, Texas, something like that. Near I don't know, Dallas, probably.
Beautiful this time of year.
Beautiful area.
That's where they make those bears.
That is. Johnny Lawless might work for him. I don't know. Probably not. But maybe he does. But he's the new CWF champion. Jim and I have seen the CWF before. So congratulations to Mr. Lawless.
It's a half an hour east of Dallas. So Ryan,
look at me.
Despite your best efforts, you actually got geography right.
Right down the road.
Right
down Route 30.
Like it's like, well, and now we're
just
wrong.
on the other side of the outlets, probably.
In the sake of time, I won't tell it. I'll have to tell you guys the story sometime about the CWF and AJ Styles when he stayed at my house, but we won't get to that in the interest of time tonight. Intern Mark, do you want to give your wrestlers of the week?
Yes, I'd love to.
I don't need to put them on the screen. You probably can't see it anyhow.
Yes, go ahead, Mark. What were they again?
I can't see it. Well, it looks like it was Daniel Bryan, Tim, and AJ Styles. Is that who's on the screen? That's who's on my screen.
So they're all.
No, wait a minute. I can see it now.
Dude, that's Adam. You think that's AJ Styles? That's Adam Page.
I can't see him. Oh, that is Adam Page, isn't it? That's the Hangman. The Hangman. I thought it was AJ Styles. I was wondering why he had a belt.
Oh my God!
Mark, can you see him, or should I tell you who you
see your
picked?
three wrestlers on the screen, Mark?
Yeah, they popped up now. I can see them.
I'll give you a hint. Number 3 rhymes with Matt Cardona.
That's Zack Ryder is number 3 because he's going to be wrestling a moose now for a title. He's wrestling a moose for a title, because I do watch other wrestling organizations too. It's not all just about his AEW and the WWE. Okay, there's a lot of other federations out.
Did you mute him or did he just cut himself?
Well,
and that's just how it is.
I mean, I muted him and unmuted him.
What happened?
Number 2, Mark.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear
Number
you.
Number 2 is Cora Jade, the skateboard girl. She had, I want to say it was a coming out party. And we were all invited to come and watch her at the NXT takeover at the games where they had a war in that cage. So I had to put her in my number 2. I thought she did one heck of a job. One heck of a job. Number 1, oh my gosh, this was my pick for the best match. And the outcome was, my gosh, it was completely unexpected. I put down Scott Steiner's nephew, Braun Breaking Bad. Braun Breaker. That was big time. Big time, him winning.
I will.
I'm sorry if that upsets anybody.
No, it's okay. I'll go to my 3. Number 3, Liv Morgan. Great showing in Raw Women's title match last Monday on Raw. And a heel did a heel thing to win. It's almost like you were supposed to be mad at the end. Cora Jade.
That's really the first time, Jim, that Raw has ended their main event on like a cheap finish. So Raw doesn't do that very often.
Time that people went away from Raw upset. Usually people are very happy on Monday nights with wrestling, and nobody's ever upset about things.
Ever.
So it was a nice change for once. My number 2, Cora Jade, for all the reasons listed above, except for what Mark said, I think. Great showing at War Games. And my number 1, Braun Rickensteiner, Brick Rockensteiner, whatever the hell his name is. Great showing for the new class.
Rogers.
of NXT. So yeah, those are my three. Tim, where does that leave us for the week and for the year? And you're muted, my guy.
Unbreaker back again, first place points. Back again, and this shakes things up a bit. Cora Jade coming in second, getting her 7. Matt Cardona staying in the hunt with his 4. And Johnny Lawless earning 1 point, joining the mighty throng at the bottom of our list. They can be found on 3 Count Thursday's website, 3countthursday.com. Click the Wrestler of the Week link at the top. It'll take you into our Google Docs page or Google Sheets page that has been painlessly curated by yours truly to tell you where we've been throughout the year and where everyone stands. Now, the top 10 for the year. The head of the table stays at the head of the table, and I don't think, barring a Christmas miracle, I think Roman Reigns might walk away with it, but I say that, and I could have jinxed Mr. Roman Reigns, but
why'd you do that?
The trick is to look on the harder to read right side of the document. Matt Cardona has now slid into a tie for 4th.
Mamma mia.
With the Hangman Adam Page and Big E. And Braun Breaker is 8th.
Mamma mia!
After just 2 consecutive first place weeks.
I know who my number 1 is next week.
Not on my list.
And yet Karrion Kross stays at number 9. So again,
right, I'm putting Punk on next week.
I'm putting Karrion Kross on.
No. If you want Karrion Kross off, then you need to look at our list and see who is at like 11.
I mean, I almost put Malachi on for randomly spitting the black mist into the Varsity Blonde's face last night, but it didn't quite make my cut for Wrestler of the Week this week.
Well, that's very thoughtful of you. But that's where we stand.
All right, let's hear the jingle. We'll take our break, and on the other side, we have a question of the week, a holiday celebration like none other, and much more. Stick with us. 3 Count Thursday Live.
Since John Moxley and Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. These 5 guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. 3 Count Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.